Hi, welcome to Aisha's Met Corner. Thank you so much for visiting my channel and for watching all my videos. And if you haven't done so, what's stopping you? So now I want to talk about in this video why I made this channel. And you might have already kind of guessed, I've already kind of talked about it in my other videos, but I'll kind of go more into my motivations for this channel. So being a first generation immigrant can be very tough. Not only to see your parents struggle and navigate the system to give us a better life, but also in my personal experience, navigating the system yourself. Because growing up, I did not have that much guidance, that much mentorship. I was often very confused and figuring everything out. And I don't want to say I did it all by myself. Of course, growing up, I'll talk about in my other videos people that have really helped me for the better. But many times I found myself directionless. And I knew that I wanted to go into medicine or I love the sciences, I love learning, but I just didn't know what was the best way to achieve my dreams. And my parents, of course, they were not part of the system from before. My siblings also were figuring their things out as well. So I didn't have that direct connect with someone that could really sit down with me and tell me, Aisha, this is what you need to do, or this is how you get to that position. A lot of times I found myself just like going online. I think around grade 10, 11, that's when I started really thinking about what should I do, what would be my plan. And I really you know what, in a way, as I remember, before 2010, Google wasn't a big part of our lives. I don't know if people can remember, I think like before 2010, the internet wasn't as like pervasive, but I remember from grade 11, I started like searching online, going through like sifting through pre-med 101 and just like seeing what people are saying. And like online forums are great. Honestly, they help save my life, like Reddit or MCAT. The amount of valuable information that's out there is truly astounding, but to be able to have to like go through the not so helpful ones is really time consuming. And you don't even look at the thing is, you can't really trust what people say at face value because you don't know who's behind the screen. And that's why it's so important to have real life mentors that you know how they look, what their life situation is, that you can talk to, interact with. And sadly, I just didn't have that. And I remember like a lot of times I would just ask a lot of questions with my peers or my relatives, I guess. But again, we weren't in the same country, and honestly, it's kind of sad, but a lot of times people just didn't help. And I can understand, like, people have their own struggles and their own personal life, and they might not always be available to help. But you know what, it really hurt. It really hurt as a recipient of that. Like when you ask an earnest question and someone doesn't come through or they ignore you, it really hurts, because not only you're confused, feeling lost, you need guidance, but now there's someone like kind of turning away from you. And I don't know, just going through that was really difficult. And I thought, like, when I get in a position where I can provide help, where I can provide guidance, I'm gonna do that. And you guys don't understand, like, I'm genuinely very passionate about that, because I've been in that other position where you don't have help, just that feeling of being lost and having no way out. And I know this might sound dramatic, but keep in mind that I truly understand when it comes to your career, and if you're truly passionate about it, and if you don't really find guidance at the right time, at the right place, potential is lost. And I know that there's so many people out there that are truly intelligent, talented, but their life circumstances are not permitting them to excel, to have access to opportunities that they would really thrive in and really grow from. And especially those coming from low socioeconomic backgrounds or marginalized communities. It's just really sad. And I thought that, you know, like I said, I thought to myself, when I get, I don't want to say privilege, but when I get information, when I figure out something out, I want to share that with others and be that mentor to others. And of course, I'm like learning things myself still, and I still have many things unfigured, but I thought that maybe my experience can motivate and inspire others. And so I wanted to make YouTube for the longest time ever. And I always love talking in front of a camera. And I love having conversations. And you know, one thing about me, and this is so embarrassing, but back when I was younger, like grade 4 or 5 and onwards, I used to pretend I had a talk show. And I don't know if you're my best friend from back then or like my cousins, you would remember I would always say, your choice, your voice. I'm your host, Aisha Naseem. And like I don't know, in my mind, my show was called Your Choice and Your Voice. And I feel like I should have named this YouTube account that and make my childhood dreams come true. But I really enjoy making videos, talking, and also conversing with different people. That's why I really enjoy my interview videos, because I love getting to know the other person. I love asking questions. I feel like some people have said that I ask a lot of questions, but honestly, I'm genuinely curious about you, and I really do want to get to know you. Whoever you are, it doesn't have to be in any context. It could be in a professional context, a friendship context, but so I really enjoy that. Like, it's one of my passions, to interview people, to really get to know them, and to inspire others from their stories. So I thought, you know, quarantine came around October 2020. I really wanted to grow, and I wanted to start a new, I just wanted, like, October 2020 was a period of my time, of my life, where I just wanted to grow in whatever way possible. So I started exercising more. I started really focusing on my physical health, my mental health as well, and I wanted to grow even more. So I started this like hobby, I guess. But you know, I'm so glad I did that, and it was scary, but I think it's worth it. I hope I'm helping people, and you know, it's really gratifying. So those are my motivations, I guess, and what kind of events led me to making this YouTube channel. But I really hope that I'm able to help those, especially those that feel like you don't have guidance. Life didn't give you the easy way out, and you have to kind of you know, sift through the BS to get what you want. And I want to help everybody, but those are the kind of people that I really want to reach out to, and I just want them to know that I am and I was in that situation where things were not easy and are not easy, where you don't have easy access to opportunities, and there's so many barriers such as time, money. But you know, don't let that stop you. Don't let the life circumstances or the dish that, you know, is handed to you define you. And of course it's hard, but yeah, so that's my reason for making this YouTube channel and making this Instagram page. But yeah, so I hope you like this video, and I hope you were able to learn something more about me. let me know if I should change my YouTube name to Your Choice Your Voice, because hindsight, like, that sounds a bit better than Aisha's Met Corner. And also, a lot of people have given me sugar honey iced tea about my name, my channel's name, like Aisha's Corner. Like, what is this corner? Like, it just sounds weird. And for those haters, I have nothing to say, because yeah, thinking back, I think it's a nice name. Aisha's Met Corner is actually a bit better. And also about my channel name, I changed it from Aisha's Corner to Aisha's Met Corner. And I know you probably might say, oh, this girl's not even in Madison yet, inshallah, God willing. But I took that name because I didn't want anyone else to take it. Like, if I waited any longer, and Aisha's Corner, there's already 5 profiles with that name, 5 channels. I'm like, if anyone else takes Aisha's Met Corner, I wouldn't be able to live with myself. So I changed it right now because, you know, I don't want anyone else to take that name. I trademarked it. So anyways, I hope you all have a great day, and I hope you have a chance to check out my videos. So Master the MCAT is one of my playlists. Another one is interviews that I do with different people, mental health, lifestyle. So these are the 4 topics that I talk about. Well, I hope you like this video. Subscribe to my channel for more content. I hope you all have an amazing day. Bye.